Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream today. We're gonna continue on our development journey of TransmuTowers. Let me go ahead and make sure I have the latest from Perforce here. I do. And we'll open. So today we'll do a quick review of the connected player, make sure that we got everything done that we wanted to yesterday. I know I wanted to make it a little bit bigger to account for the 32 character Steam names. So I'll probably want to lower the font size of the player names. I'll probably also want to write a function that converts large numbers into more readable numbers. And we'll see how far we are there and then decide what the next thing to do is. Probably more gameplay stuff. We had a playtest last night and got a lot of feedback, so I could probably just go to Discord and start knocking out a bunch of those too. But let's go to connected player. So this is our single item that makes up the final list. And there are a few things that I noticed when I was playing. And that's if I put in the player name was here, this wasn't growing at all. So I need to kind of account for that. And surprisingly, I didn't save my changes. So we looked it up last time, and this is what we wanted. So that'll be what the player name looks like when it's maximum number of characters. So you can see here that it gets all squished up. We are seeing the alignment that we expected, right? Where this stuff is aligned to the left, this is to the right, but then the overlap isn't nice, right? I don't think that I want to put these in scale boxes. I probably could. And then your name could get smaller, I guess, if it was too long. And I might still want that because not every character is the same width, especially as we talk about localization. Some characters are almost twice as big, and this is easily seen in basically any software when we compare, there's 5 characters. You can see that this actually does a good job of kerning, which is the difference between the space between the characters, and kind of keeping things aligned. I wonder, let's see, W is one of the biggest English characters. Yeah, so you can see here that they do a good job here of doing it, but not every sort of font and system does. So we'll go ahead and correct that. So the first thing that I want to try is, what if I just wrapped this with a scale box? And I want that scale box to be over to by the left too. What result do we get here? So, okay, we get the result that I expect, right? But you can see here that it's definitely too small. So that's pretty crazy. I think if I wrap these 3 in a scale box, that would also work. But what you'll notice is I think scale boxes can only have one thing in them. So I don't think it'll let me. Oh, that was the scroll box. Yeah, so if I wrapped it, it would wrap each individually in a scale box, which is not really what I want. So what I could do is I could wrap it all in a horizontal box, right? And not too much is going to change. And then I can wrap that horizontal box in a scale box. so you can kind of treat it like a unit. And so that'll also scale now. And I think because they have equal weights, one, I need to tell that I want this right aligned, and I want to make sure these. Yeah, I want that right aligned too. Oh, maybe this doesn't need to be right aligned because it's inside the scale box, and the scale box is right aligned. I think actually that's the same for these. I think these can like stay inside the scale box and then be in the center. I don't know why they're full size. There we go, we'll do that. Okay, so that didn't change anything. So I will, in fact, I wish there was a hotkey for replace with child. Oh, dang. Is there a way to... Because the thing is, if I delete this, right, I delete the other three. So, like, to actually get these three out, you have to do this weird thing. So let me wrap this with a scale box. Yeah, and it didn't change anything either. This is why I don't like to have like the scaling text is kind of like annoying. Did I close that? So we'll undo that so those go away. And realistically, what we'll do here is we'll just kind of like reduce the size. That'll help quite a bit. And so that's giving that more space. You can see like it's already getting bigger. And then the other thing is I won't let that be a billion characters. I can basically guarantee that it's 4 characters by creating a little function that handles that for me, and I'll show you how that goes. So I think more down could be pretty good. Let me see if I do this. I'm kind of curious if my scale box even there is working. Yeah, it is. So you can see that it knows that it doesn't have the space. So we'll set that back down to 16. And what we want to do now is oh, I'm not going to be able to do that binding thing either. It has to be done though. So really what we want to do is not only do we want to make this to text, but we want to create a nice little function here that converts any given number. And I guess we'll do integer N64 maybe, and we'll convert that number into a much more readable number. So pretty sure I didn't make readable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't do this. If I did, I would have definitely put it in a BPFL. That's a blueprint function library. And I would have put it in like math or like string or something. There's math. So there's also utilities. So I could have put it in utilities. Okay, it's not there. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I have it. when I like to do this, I like to see. So that's a utility. This will also be a utility then. So I might put it there. What kind of conversions can I do? Convert. So it's kind of like a conversion. It's also kind of like a utility. I think I'll go with utility because I think it's closer to to text than anything. And so I'll put it in BPFL utilities here. And what was to text under? So it's under utilities and text. And I think I'll do the same thing here. I think I'll put it under utilities and then I'll make a new function. So you can't make these folders. You have to do this. And I don't know. I'm just going to call it pretty number right now. And the way you do that is you just say utilities up here. And then text. And now I'll get it inside that. I'm going to bump this up for people again. And I think I'll take in an integer. 64, and that kind of tells people that like I'm not going to handle at least right now decimals. So we're just going to drop it off. Like I'm not going to say like thousands, and I'm not going to say like e whatever. So number, and then I want to return, and the thing I want to return is going to be text. So let's draw it out so people can see what's in my head. Really what I want is like when I see 1 million, right? What I want to write is, you know, 1 million, right? And let's say it's like 1.8, then I want it to be 1.8 million, right? Or if it's, like this, right? And then otherwise I can just return the number itself. This actually makes me think that I do want to make this a float. So that way if somebody was to put in like, I don't know, 72.6, it would just like return 72.6. And this is like pretty good for floating numbers anyway. So I think I will change this number over to a float. And I think I want the log, right? I think log is like with like a base of 10, like a I think that's what log does, is it basically tells me like how many exponential 10s there are, right? And so this would tell me like essentially how many zeros there are. Because then I could chunk this. And this is like how many zeros are there. And then I could mod this based on... No. Because I think mod gives me the remainder, right? I really want... kind of like I really want to know how many times 3 goes into that number. I could have swore there was like a remainder. Oh, there's division hole and remainder. BCFGF. Welcome, Pohnpei. So I'll get this, and then if I took 10 to the power of this and divided it, I would kind of get the right number. To divide by, right? And then I could divide the number by that. And then this would, that would kind of determine kind of like what I want the number to look like, right? Means, you know, and this right here would then represent sort of the certified number, because essentially this would take like let's say our number was 1.8 million, it would get the right number of zeros, and then this would be 1.8 prepared number. Oh, and then we need to round this. And we need to say how many decimal places we want, which is just 2. So that way it's like at most 3 numbers. 4 would be like much more highly accurate, but why does rounded decimal need? Does round need? It doesn't. I don't know why this needs a world context. Oh, because I made this function? Should every function... blueprint need a world context object? These are things that people don't make videos on that are perfect for ChatGPT to answer. I can ask it, like, does every function in a blueprint function library have to require a world context object? I don't even know why, like, when I type in here, like, it's like slow and delayed. So okay, that's cool. Can I hide the world context object in blueprint-based blueprint library functions? Yes, I understand how it works in C++. Okay, here you go. Add your functions, input parameter. In the details panel of the functions under metadata, add world context object. It must be blueprint callable. Okay. I'm kind of doubting it. Because see, here it says use this, and here it says use this. Yes, I do want to see that. I want to see what it thinks like when I tell it, since it told me to do two different things. Because nothing here requires it, so I'm kind of surprised that it appears. It even says like find detail. Like there's like a metadata here. Am I blind? Find metadata, hit the plus button. It's not under like class details or something, right? No. It just tells you to find something that, as far as I can tell, isn't there. I love it. Oh, I love ChatGPT sometimes. Yeah. But not all of my blueprint functions. I don't think all of my blueprint functions do this, right? Like, I think if I was to call add the add Z one, yeah, it doesn't. So maybe I can look between these two and determine what the difference is. These are all part of the math library. Oops, well, kind of like messed that up. Oh, maybe it's... Ah, I see. So it's not here either. So I guess it's like when you use BPFLs inside of BPFLs, it does it for who knows what reason. Yeah, refreshing doesn't fix it. So, okay, that doesn't worry me then as much. So then the next thing we need to do is select number of zeros, and then I divide by 3. Text literal. So that should be thousands, right? Millions. Billions. Trillions. And we do this so if we ever want to localize it, we just come and we localize these abbreviations. And that we definitely don't want anything. And so the result becomes prepared number to text, and then oh, interesting, maybe I don't even have to bother with the rounded decimal. Maximum fractional. I should just be able to do that. So that should save one calculation there. We can do it over here instead. I don't know what grouping means. Oh, that's like the commas, I bet. I don't need to. I don't know what an integral digit is. Integral digit. No. Does this just do what I want? Do I not have to do this? Oh, but there's like this problem too, where like I don't want like 582.72 million. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just put it together and then think about it for a second. Is there no append or add? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you do have to do this. This is one of the downsides of text. Abbreviation. Right, because it needs to be able to localize it, so. Oh, duh, I didn't hook up my function yet. Call this this get pretty number. So now we can say get. Oh yeah, because it's there's a handful of things that are wrong. One, we make this pure. It should be thread safe. Nothing's gonna change because it's visuals. Do I have a divide by 0? Did I miss a divide by 0? Never have a division, so we can't have a divide by 0 number. It's gonna crash again. It's not. I don't know. This number's weird. Variable is not in scope. Do I have to like make it not a pure function temporarily? Or just print it out. We could do this. I'm pretty sure it'll be in scope now. Go over here to F9. I don't know. Sometimes I'm confused. This should be just fine in scope, but I don't get any values when I highlight for some reason. Do print. Oh, I just want regular print. What? Why would it not let me use print string here? Oh, because it's not a thread safe function. Clever. I don't know, give me access to my... Maybe it being thread safe makes it so I can't read it. Maybe that's what the trick is. No. Yeah, even not being thread safe, I'm not getting anything. That seems so strange to me. So let's see what we're getting in the output log. Six zeros, which is right. Oh, I'm so silly. I didn't do any division here. So this just gets a million and then puts it out. So I need to divide my number from a million. And we're going to need to do a safe divide because sometimes this can be 0. Actually, I don't know if it can be, but I'll think about that in a second. Huh, yeah, it said debugging mode failed in the bottom right. Okay, so that's kind of giving the result that I want. Other than the fact that I'd like it to say 2.40 million. But we're not getting the proper result. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I may even want to, like, calculate this out. Okay, this is clever. But we can kind of use our number of zeros. And so this top, if we did 3 here and 3 here, this top number right here will be useless, I think. Yeah, okay. So this will be like, this will basically be how many decimals we have. Right? So we can say like, that's your number of decimals. And what we really want is, I think this will actually turn out fine up here. Oh no, that makes sense. So this number is actually, so if it's perfect, then I want 2, right? And if it's, and if it's 3, I want 0. So what am I really thinking here? Right. Because like, let's say it's 343 million. Oh gosh, I need to think about that too, because that'll be a perfect. A perfect hit. Okay, I need to think about that. So 343 million, I don't want it to do anything. I want 0. Zero decimals, right? But like, let's say it's like that. So when it's 1, I want 2. When it's 2, I want 1. So I basically want 3 minus, right? This. And then when it's 3, I want 0. Yeah, so I want to minus this by 3. Subtract. So whatever's here, minus it by 3. The more I'm doing this, the more I think I'm missing something obvious. And so that's pretty good. But now I have 1 extra. Oh, duh, 'cause that's gonna be 0, right? Because this one's perfect. And I don't want 3 at that point. I want 2. Because this number can only be 1 or 2. That's right. This number can only be 1, 2, or 0, right? So I don't have to worry about it. I always forget that about modulus. So that'll give that result that I want now. It says 2.4 million. And we actually want this because we want to be like how much we're removing. Calculate how much to remove, right? I think that this will achieve the results that we're looking for. Let's double check that, like I don't break it. Oh, nope, I did. 5. Oh. Duh. Because I don't think that this will work as it goes up one. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me go to our settings here. And let's say we had like 23 million or something, right? Is settings the special one that doesn't make that reload? Huh. No, it definitely changed. I don't know, we can just exit. Yeah, so you can see here now it says 2.3 million, which is what I kind of expected would happen. The settings is an interesting one for sure. Why that doesn't update. Oh, because the player state probably isn't watching when we set. That's fine. This is a cheat. It doesn't matter if the UI doesn't update on when someone's cheating. But this is the problem that I'm trying to solve. Is I need to like account for this, so it'll say 23.0 million or something. Or actually, it should say 23.4 million. Is what I want it to say. Yeah, because I need to multiply it back by 3. This. This seems like there's got to be a word for what I'm doing right here. So let's just test a bunch of numbers now. Let's test the old number, and we hit to stop. And that looks exactly how I want it to look. Let's test that number. Okay, that looks exactly how I want it to look. We should be able to add like that, no problem, and it should go to billion. Oh, but it won't. Yeah, I don't have it as a large n, so I can't do 5 billion, but it looks fine. negative number? Okay, that number is wrong. But why? I mean, it's wrong up here too. Did I just like bust it by going over a billion? Do I need to like clean my save out or something? That's not good. Wait, is that showing unspent on the right side? Oh, that number's just wrong. Okay. What did I do here? What is this number? Oh, I just have them backwards. Okay, so I have a special thing where if I set this to 0, it'll sell all my upgrades, so then this number will be correct. Let's check that a small number looks correct. Oh yeah, that's right. Small numbers appear to be fine. Let's just try like 5. Oh, I didn't even think about that. If the number is less than 0, I kind of want a special case where like it doesn't show a decimal for small numbers. Oh, but that's kind of like super. That's like super just this game. I'd love to make it work in other games a little bit better. Sometimes it will be a decimal that comes in. I probably want to make this pretty number have some options and basically be doing what this is doing. Okay, we're gonna start prettifying this so it's easier to understand what's going on. So basically, if this number is greater or equal to 3, right, then I want the more complicated thing, right, where I actually add decimals. Otherwise, I don't want any decimals, right? So this should work just fine. And then we could say like, show decimals on things greater than 1K. Right, because if my number's bigger than 1,000 essentially, then show decimals. Otherwise, don't show any decimals. There you go. Right, now 52 should also be fine now. 52 is perfectly fine. Sweet. And then what we need to do is we need to go to like BP, player state. Pretty total prima materia. I don't particularly like this. Oh, then I'm gonna have to replicate text. No. I mean, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Not really. I wonder if there's a way to make it so I can get the context sensitivity on both. I could like put the number in as a integer or a float there, and it would like give it to me. In context sensitive mode, but the reason we're doing this is we need to come over here now and grab this bad boy, which is bound to that number, and instead we're gonna bind it to the pretty number. That should be fine. So now if we were to do like something like that, there you go. Now this name can get a lot bigger. We are kind of guaranteed that this doesn't become more than 4 characters, and we have a nice little function that will give us pretty numbers anytime we want it. And it's dropping down just fine there. All right. Save everything. I don't know why that comes up. I'm gonna check it out just because I don't know why it needs a reference or whatever. This is select abbreviation. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need this print anymore. So let's just put it back to being thread safe. I don't think Unreal Engine 5 makes any use of that. The fact that we're like rebuilding this number, it's like kind of strange. feel like this isn't the best way to get the prepared number. It works, doesn't it? And I'm not doing any really complicated math. So it's not like it's like that hard on the thing, but I feel like this is like a weird way to kind of think about it. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it. Okay. What does stuff look like over here? This can go back to being that now. So this is maximum. Maybe get this like a helper function too. Haha, dang it. I don't want that big space there. It looks weird and it makes it hard to read. Let's see here. It's gonna be this one of these settings. Maybe if I size to content. Oh no, it'll get bigger to the right. This is like -1. What a weird. What alignment's doing. Maybe if I could size to content. It's not really what I want either, though. see what happens. I kind of want it to go, but I don't want it to get bigger. I want it to like only get smaller. I want it to scale smaller. Maybe I wrap the whole thing in a scale box that can only scale down. I'm just gonna leave it as is and leave it to our UI artist. She might actually know what the problem is. Cleaned up lobby list. Oh yeah, and I wanted to make it so, because this bad keeps popping up. What? Oh, it just instantly takes its thing, so we'll just put that back to 64. And now it'll be red while it's loading, instead of just saying bad, which I think is a little bit better. So maybe just like a black. Be pretty good. Let's just do that. So it'll be black and then it'll pop in. I think that'll look more normal. Premium material will just be there, so I don't have to worry about that. I also think it might be like a few pixels too big again. Yeah, I think it might be. Even though it's even, the fact that it's kind of like tall and thin gives it that illusion that it's like taller. Okay, maybe two more, maybe 50. All right, cool. So we'll submit that too. Making it so it doesn't say bad while loading. Also, reduced size of premium material icon slightly. And this is where I need to not get tied up too much. Because my artist is for sure going to touch this, so if it's pretty good and shippable, it's good enough. submitted. Things look good overall. My device is pretty good. Anas, if you're still here. Sorry, I was focused on getting that part done. I think it's like a 40. I think I got a 4090. So. Let me see here. Yep, I got a 4090 and 64 gigabytes of RAM and the Intel i9. I guess it's probably a good place to call it. I might stream more later. I'm gonna go meet with the art director now. So next time I come back, we'll be working a little bit more on some like gameplay UI stuff, and we're gonna see how that's set up, make sure that it's fixed, and then probably get through some of the feedback as well. But thank you everybody who tuned in today. Don't forget to follow if you'd like to see more and you'd like to hang out with me while we're developing and kind of learn different things. So hope you learned something, and it was a joy. But I'll see you next time.